Alright guys, hope you're doing well and great. In this content for today, we are going to be talking about why you are not getting clients for your marketing business. Right, so if you're watching this, then you must be a business owner, or you are someone who's trying to be a business owner. Basically, either way, you fit in for this content. So to know more about everything what I'm going to explain to you in this content, watch the entire video. Do not try to skip it because it's kind of very important. I'm not going to make it long as much as I can. I'll make it 3 points. Alright, so here are the 3 things that you have to understand. Now, this is mainly for people who are into marketing and advertising industry. So we have seen in the market that there are a lot of guys who wants to jump into the industry because it's a laid-back job. You can work from anywhere, all those blah blah blah, right? But technically, it is once you are all set, once you have the foundations, once you have all the clients, the network built, and everything is set up. But at initial stage, or if you have a limited, or say a cap of your clients, then probably you are just, going out of the business, So that's something that you have to understand. So I'm going to be sharing you these 3 points, right? And the first would be, if you are operating as a marketing agency or about to start your digital marketing agency, this is one of the missing puzzle to grow your business, right? So if you really understand these 3 points, you will of course maximize and gain more clients and make sure that you will have a better clients, right? So now let's take to the first point. So the first point is understand your client niche business first. So the reason why I wrote this down, because there are many people in this business. We own a business too, right? And there is a lot of brick and mortar stores and all those businesses are there nearby us, right? I always get a feedback from those business owners saying that people are offering us Google My Business. Hey, do you want to be on the top list of the Google? Hey, do you want to be on the top list of Facebook search, Instagram search, SEO search, all those offers? But that's good, right? That's what the business wants to know. But at the end, what they also want to understand is that, do you really understand my business, right? Do you really understand where I'm coming from, right? So if you are going to be assisting somebody, if you are going to be helping someone, don't try to help because you can write. Don't try to help because you just know one little things, right? And you have to come in this way that you are a staff, you are partners of that business today. So if you are going to be a partner with this business, you have to understand what their business is about. You have to understand their business model. You have to understand what is their business strategies and what is the key factors and the source that they generate the revenue. So have a little bit basic study about their business. So when they try to come up to the, when they try to offer you something, when they try to kind of discuss with you something about their plans, you at least have the idea about. Just don't say that, no, you're going to do a Facebook post and you're going to target a right audience. You're not going to go internationally. You're just going to go to the local. You're going to create a content. You're going to do the SEO. They know it already. They're not dumb anymore, right? We are living in a technology generation. So just be kind of helpful for them, be more resourceful for them. That's the best way. So the only first thing that I would say is that if you're trying to help any business, first understand their business model and also understand their business strategies, their plans. Also understand the audience that they are serving, right? How big, small, what is their niche business basically. So unless you do understand it, you will never be able to come to the conclusion to close the deal. That's very straight and simple. So if you say that, hey, I just want to get some sort of a lead from somebody I want to collaborate with, I want to partner with, it's not going to happen, man, right? Everybody struggled to get some leads. Everybody have the network, build a network so that they can benefit out of those. Not necessarily benefit, just have a mutual kind of helping each other down the line. But if you want to get into that network, that system, right? But you just do not know anything about it, it's not going to be helpful for you at all, neither for them, right? So it's just not a win-win game for any of those. So that's one of the things that you have to understand, because any business people, when, like, for example, you have to think them as investors, right? you're trying to pitch them, saying that, you know, this is how we are going to make your money increase 5x, 10x, right? And but if you do not understand first how you're going to do that, or say if you don't understand their business model, first of all, how are you going to accelerate all those things what you said, right? So that's one thing that you really have to understand, guys. The thing is that these are very kind of a common understanding, but even though it's a common, many people missed out. That's the reason you don't get clients, because the client already understands 80% of what you're going to talk about. So when you sit down with your clients, they try to explain to what you can offer, but without understanding what their business is about, what their plans and goals are. You're going to be out with a conversation next 2 to 3 minutes, or next to the max 5 minutes. They will have like, okay, this guy doesn't know about anything what I'm trying to do, so you're just offering what he can, but they don't understand what I have, so that we can, you know, interchange with the offerings and whatever the service that we can render each other, right? So that's one of the things that you have to understand. So first, remember, understand your client niche as well. If you don't understand, don't just try to get the gig out of that place, right? Because down the line, you're gonna fail. First thing. Second thing, you're never gonna get that client back again. If you don't understand it, say, okay, let me just go through. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm not going to do anything. Just help me out understanding your business. Let me study their business for a month or a week, a day, right? Try and explaining what are the other system, the process that you can do better for them. So you're just going to be like the second or the third person who's trying to help that business grow. So that's how you're supposed to come up with for the business owner, and that's how you're gonna win this client, right? So if you do not know anything about their business, never ever jumped into, you know, selling your products or services. They're never gonna buy, right? Unless they do not know anything about it, or you just got sold the thing, then it's a different story. But most of the time, if you want to stay long, build a longer relation, healthy relation with this business owner, with your clients, understand their business first, right? That's the reason most of the lawyers says that, hey, I'm not into this business or business line, so I would refer to somebody else who does know, because I don't want to take a wrong action and try to help you out, right? So that's very similar to how these attorney and the lawyers does. So very similar to that. Just to try to help them out once you understand their business model. So the second part is setting your client marketing budget. So most of the guys say, hey, you know, here's what I want to do. I want to run a Facebook campaign. I want to do Instagram campaign. I want to do SEO. I want to do all this, right? Basically, everything is into social media marketing, right? Or say digital marketing. Now you have a question like, all right, sir, ma'am, what is your budget? Right. Well, nobody has a budget. They may have it, but the budget is never exact the budget. Either it's below that or it's above all the time. And most of the business, it's always go beyond the budget. So don't ever ask that question. You should not ask this question, because when somebody tells you the price, they know it, the quality of the service that you're going to get. So never do that. So here's how you're going to do that, right? Ask that business owner, all right, so what is your mission or the objective that you want to get from this campaign, right? So they say, hey, you know, I've been doing this business for quite some time, and I have this and that. I have, let's say, I want to start a new business, and I want to, you know, market to the people. Let's say if it's for a different location or a new location, or if it's a new product, new service, right? Probably at that point of time, there are only two phases. That new things, adding new things, the marketing cost is going to be a little bit higher compared to the one which is already established. So if they are saying, you know, I want to open a new location, I need some help, I have a new product, I need some help, I want to launch my new services, or I want to add on services, add on products, or new menu, new categories, all those things, then the marketing cost is a little bit different. But if they already have, let's say, the pizzas, right, and the pizza is $14 with a combo, let's say with a soda, $15, right? They want the same product which has been in the market for quite some time. They just want to sell that more. Then probably, you know, it's not going to be same as when you try to open a new product, new business, or launch a new location, right? So here's the number you have to keep in mind. The average cost of marketing, because you are doing the marketing business, right? So that is what your number is. So for a new business, the average cost is about 15 to 30% for the first 3 months or 6 months. Keep in mind, right? 15 to 30% to the max for the first 3 to 6 months to understand how their business runs, or the product, the demand, all those things, just basically to gather more data. But they are already established, they have the business, they've been in the market for quite some time, they just want to boost a little bit, right? At that point of time, their monthly average cost is about 4 to 8%. I hope you understand, right? So when I say this number, now the question you have to ask the business owner is, all right, sir, I understand. Yes, ma'am, I understand, right? So how about this way? So you already have your business, right? So you want to boost this particular product, correct? It's like, yes. So in that case, let me see, would you mind if you tell me what's the current revenue that you have, you generate from this business? And if they say, let's say 10,000 a month, right? So now how much would be 10,000 a month of that 4%, or say 8%? So take down that number, and that is the number they should be able to offer you. So now you'll be saying, oh, that's too less. Well, you already know the number, right? So if you are trying to say, no, my business is 2,000, never goes below 2,000, you shouldn't be even talking more. Just get out of that business, right? Go for another client. Why do you want to waste your time? So you want to cut short, just ask a simple question. If they want to go for a new product, new location, new business, right? Tell them it's going to be between 15 to 30, right? And if it's already established, it's going to be between 4 to 8%. Usually it never goes to 10%, but most of the company will, like a franchise company or some sort of a licensing company, they will always ask for between 7 to 10%. But for brick and mortar or regular independent business, it's always between like a 4 to 8%. So that is your number. So from now on, never ask what is your budget. Ask what is their revenue, current revenue, or the project revenue, right? Project revenue would be for the new things, new product, new items, new locations. But for the current, whatever the sales going on, the current revenue, it's going to be 4 to 8%. So you got your number. Now, this is the second thing. So the last one, okay? Don't offer your client one-time service or even ask for a retain unless you create a system for them. So now here's one of the questions, right? Many people will say, hey, I will help you out on this. I'll make sure that we set the goal for you, and you'll get the sales. I'm out, right? Or if you like it, I'm out, right? If you don't like it, I'm out. If you like it, we will continue it. You don't do that way. That offer is a stupid offer. You should never ever do that if you are in a digital marketing. The reason, because this is not my first time, dude. Sorry, this is not my first time, guys. I've been doing this for quite some time, right? Like I said, I've been in this industry for about 15-20 years. So it just, I feel like I'm more of a student, right, and then a teacher. So I like to learn from here and there, and so I just want to share with you guys too. So the third point: do not do one-off work or ask for a retain. Let them ask you and ask for your offer so that they can retain you. So how you do that, right? Now let's say you create a campaign or a service, whatever, right, for them. What you do is, that point of time, you build a system for them. So remember this, you build the system for them. So they didn't build a system, you build a system for them. Now things are passing through this system, right? Now if it's going well, if it's generating the revenue, if it's generating the sales, the output is good. Based on what? Based on your test analysis and all those data, the changes that you make it, and it's growing. It's ramping up the business, right? Now you tell them, right? Here's the 30 days is over, my project is done. Here is the system. This is how it looks, and I'm going to leave with you. If you'd like to do it your own. See, 99% of the time the business owner will not do that because they need to learn everything from scratch and they don't have the time. The second thing is they have to hire somebody permanently, right, to learn that system. Now that person needs to be trained at least 2 to 3 months to learn that system, right? And also, what if that person quit? He don't never turn back to the work, never come to the work. What's going to happen? Big, huge risk for the business owner. The first thing, the business owner doesn't have the time. The second thing, if he or she has to hire a new employee to run on the system, to operate the system, what if they quit? Because somebody offered them to work somewhere else, or they just like the model and try to become another digital marketing agency guy, right? What's going to happen here? It's a big loss for the business owner. So at that point of time, if your system is generating a good revenue for them, they will come to you and ask you, how much would it cost if I would like to retain you? Now that is your price. Never go with their price. If you offer your service and they put the price on it, you're gonna be out of the business very soon. So that's the reason, guys. You got to understand these 3 key points very, very well. Whenever you have the clients working with you, offer beyond and above. The reason why, because they will not get this from somebody else. They will get it, but I already explained to you, they will get it better than that, or less or more than that, right? But to come up to that mark, where you have left, they need a resource. Basically, they need a manpower. The business owner is not going to do that. That's clear. The second thing, they have to hire, and that person is not even reliable, right? So where does it go? It'll come back to you. I hope this content is helpful for you guys. So remember, right, the only reason why you're not getting a good clients for your business is these 3 main reasons. You are an expert already, I know it, right? I believe that you know what you're doing. You're good in copywriting, you're good in SEO, you're good in photo, social media management, all those things. You're good in Facebook marketing, Instagram marketing. You guys are good, man. I believe in you. But on the business side, you got to think about these 3 things. I'm going to review it one more time. The first thing is understand your client business niche. If you do not understand it, do not jump in right away. Ask them, let me first go through your business, understand your business, understand your plan, and understand this little program which you want to conduct, which is the campaign. Let me understand if I can do it or not. Just don't do it because you want to make the money, or just you want to take the money out of the business owner. No. I'm going to tell you guys, if they trust you, they will double, triple the amount. So never ever do because of the money. Just do because it's worth and you know it. And like I said, if it's generating the money, people will double it. Every business owner will do that. So first, understand their business. The second thing is never ask the client their budget. Ask what is the project, the assignment. Then also ask what is the target revenue and what is the current revenue. Based on that, if it's for a new product, new location, new business, it's going to be between 50 to 30%. And if it's an established already, they just want to boost up a little bit, it's going to be between 4 to 8%. Within that 4 to 8% with the total revenue, you run your number. The last thing is that do not offer one-time gig or one-time service, or even ask for a retaining services. Provide them the system. Build the system, provide the system, show the system, but do not teach the system. Alright guys, with that I hope this content was helpful for you. If you guys would like to learn this kind of stuff, I'm actually launching the course right? It's called a Propel X, Propel X, because I want you to propel and generate unlimited, right? So that's what I'm looking for. The link in the description. If you guys are interested, you can just enroll for now. The course is not live yet, but I'm looking for no more than 100 folks, you know, so I can closely monitor all those 100 folks, friends, students, right? And so that we can achieve a better and, you know, successful results. I'm looking for the best and the perfect results, right? I'm not trying to take everybody, teach, make my money, let them do it. No, I don't do like that. I don't want to do that, and I will never do that. My purpose is to make sure that you are taking at least what you have invested 10 times from what you learn, right? Okay, guys. If you like this kind of a content, please do share me your comments, subscribe to the channel, and if you know your friends and folks, somebody, mom, dad, grandma, grandpa, sister, brother, cousin, like whoever, right? If you think they would like to know this, just share it to them. But stay in tune for the next content. Until then, guys, see you. Cheers.